Number 10, Conor McDonald, the top goal scorers in the side. There is Clyde, and a very welcome sight indeed, seeing them again. Again, some familiar faces, particularly number 7, Jerry McCabe, who was transferred overnight. There he is. I've long thought that he's one of the most intelligent players in Scottish football, and had he gone to the so-called more fashionable clubs, he might well have ended up an internationalist. Referee Jimmy Herold is from Newton Mearns. He's also a solicitor, which in present-day trends might be very useful indeed for him. Well, what a beautiful sight. The identifiable feature of this famous ground brings back memories, in fact, when I used to come down the road from school in Coatbridge and look for somebody to look me over the turnstiles. It would take a crane to do that nowadays. But these were the days when 25,000 used to cram into this ground. And for these two famous old Scottish clubs playing in front of, I think, something in the region of 2,000, the days are radically altered. But nevertheless, playing with the same kind of spirit, and speaking to both Gordon McQueen and John Clark before kick-off, they have the enthusiasm that drives on the both sets of players. That's a very good run on the outside there by Jim Rooney. Rooney, you may remember from Morton and St Mirren. Got back very quickly. Was picked up very deep by McDonald. And that's out of play. Little gestures of explanation as to what he really meant. Glashan came back for that, a very good tackle though. That was by Tate. Running forward here by Cowans, Tommy Cowans. 19 years of age and making his debut today, and he's played very... There's a touch that was required, and McGlashan almost comes in, and there's the opener. Would you believe it's Cowans on his debut, with about 15 seconds to half-time, opening the scoring. Oh, he did very well there. The youngster who tried that earlier on in the game, coming from that position, and it's paid off for him. Well, isn't it nice that a young man comes into the game and scores in his first match? And just before the half-time whistle, well, may I express my thanks to Cowans for that, because let me say to Tommy directly, it looked as if we were heading all the way into the second half and maybe beyond without any scoring at all, and he took that very coolly. Sweeps in well, and that's in, yes! It was going in anyway. It was put into the roof of the net. And he really is kissing to the crowd. The ball was headed down and it was going into the roof of the net. So the goal scored there by Campbell. McDonald lying in that handy position, and again this is a good penalty, yes. Campbell brought down. Nice combination by the pair of them, and it looked as if it might just come, and Airdrie get the penalty kick. So with 16 minutes gone, Vinnie Moore has the opportunity of putting Airdrie in the lead. Looking into the sun, and here he goes. Oh, that's it. Well, I don't really think it was the elements of the strong sunlight that put him off there. It was a very slackly taken kick. Donnelly allowed to come forward in that directly and pick it up with the head. Better combination by Airdrie, and the shouting and screaming for the pass. Just too much, and Campbell almost getting in, but a very good clearance indeed by McFarlane. Pressure really on Clyde. Look at that, nobody covering. Here's Lindsay. Ooh, just flipped away. Khan's getting his foot in. Now McCabe. Needs laid off quickly, and it is. He's onside. What is it? A great chance again. It's Clark. Oh, it's off the post, and the goalkeeper got the touch. A great counter-attack. Well, I think if that had gone in from young Martin, his dad was going to increase his pocket money this weekend. Well, there he went, and he laid it off well, and as I said, if young Martin had scored with this one, I think his father would have given him more money in his pocket. And that time, you hear the final whistle. I think disappointed sounds coming from the Airdrie supporters. They certainly had the making of a victorious team in the second half, particularly in the first 15 minutes. But when you spurn the chances that they have, and certainly if you miss a penalty kick, then perhaps you've nothing too much to complain about at the end of the day.
I think possibly the second half. I agree with you there. The first half was a terrible disappointment, particularly for us. Clyde getting a 1-0 lead at half-time. But I think the second half was more like it as regarding First Division games, although I still wasn't happy the way we played. But teams, even when they lose a goal like Clyde did in 1-1 and you're at home and they think they might sit back and try and hold on to that draw or 1 point, and they don't, they still come out and have a go, and in fact created a few chances in the second half.
John, obviously you got that leading goal, you know, at the right time, just before you went into half-time, but reflecting on the half as a whole, I found it disappointing.
Yeah, it was a disappointing game. It was a case of what is... Sometimes, you know, we talk about footballers with skill, but a lot of the games in the First Division, maybe in the Second Division as well, a lot is down to effort, you know. And you're relying on certain individuals who's got the skill to show more than what the guy has got effort. But the first half was a disappointment. It was just a case of cancelling each other out. And right away, we got a goal right in the last kick, you know.
But it was very, I mean, there's a very young boy you got in there.
Yeah, young Cowan, that's his first game, and he shows a good bit of imagination for himself. He got in behind the back people at the back post and got a goal in for himself, you know.
Gordon, at one stage, did you think the equaliser would never come?
Well, I thought we started off, I think the first 30 seconds in the second half, the Clyde goalkeeper had a smashing save, a Callum Campbell shot that he tipped round the post, and then for the resulting corner, Derek Grant bloomed it over the bar for something like 7 or 8 yards. And I thought then, well, we might be up against it a bit. And particularly the way we were playing, I think the only decent football we played in the whole game was probably the first 10 or 15 minutes in the second half. But we still created a few chances, but only with huffed and puffed with the effort of Callum Campbell at centre forward. I think probably Clyde in the second half created better chances than what we did.
Well, I think you must be giving your son some plaudits for playing excellently today, John.
He has done very well, and it's a situation where sometimes there's more pressure on, like say Martin, to prove that he's following myself, you know, maybe as a footballer, but he's done well on his own.
What did you say to him after that chance where he hit the post?
What can you say? You know, he hit it well enough, you know, and it hit the inside the post and came out. Usually the shots like again, you know, just today it hit the inside and came out towards the right back position again, you know.